A warm welcome to all of you who've logged in, joined this webinar, which is hosted by the British Pakistan Foundation. The subject of this program is to explore sound healing, and in particular reference to Surah Rahman. Now, I can see that several hundred people have joined in, so this is very encouraging. Let me remind you that, viewers, this is your program. So as you watch and you have any questions or comments, please keep them live on your Q&A page. And I will also try to include them during the interview or at the end of the interview at the Q&A part. My name is Feroze Dada. I'm here in my capacity as a meditation teacher. And in this capacity, before I engage with Dr. Javed, who is looking calm and cool, let me also put you in a state of relaxation. As I look at him, he's smiling. But can I ask you to be comfortable wherever you are? Be seated, perhaps take a deep breath, one breath, hold your breath and just let all your thoughts go. You have plenty of things to do, I know, but relax. And let Dr. Javed take you through this journey of sound healing and Surah Rahman. Now, let me introduce you to Dr. Javed. Dr. Javed is a professor, he's a doctor, qualified as a fellow of the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons in Glasgow. I'm correct, Dr. Javed? But I understand you practice as an intensive care specialist based in Lahore, Pakistan. So yes, a great privilege to have you today, Dr. Javed. I would like to begin by asking you a question. I'm not going to bore the googly yet, but a straight.
I'm ready for the googly.
I know you are. I know you've been warned. But you remember the great physicist Albert Einstein. He said everything in life is vibration. The law of nature states that everything has a vibration. Sound has a vibration, even our thoughts have vibration. So may I have your thoughts on this comment, Dr. Javed?
I 100% agree with him. I have personal experience. I am used to say a small prayer on the pulse of my every patient, deep inside my heart, not with my tongue. And sometimes, because it is two-way traffic, so sometimes the receiver is such a strong person, even in coma or fully conscious state. Two people I found up till now. The moment I say Allah in my heart, they have a strong jerk. And they don't know what I am doing. And I do it 3 times, and all the 3 times they have very strong reaction or this vibration of my thought inside my heart. It is received by them.
Is that wonderful?
My fingers are there.
Yeah,
and one of them is so strong that even if I say it without putting my fingers on him, the moment he is sitting at maybe you can say 8 meters around me, he can feel it and he reacts it very strongly.
So what is it that is happening? Are you receiving some energy which you are then processing through, or describe to us? But before we go there, can I ask you that you discovered this thing by chance some 20 years ago? Is that correct? Please,
it was not a chance.
Share this with us, yes.
Yeah. It was not a chance, but it was this is my life story. It is self-experience and very hard way to learn. I had an accidental prick of my patient, and at that time I don't know. She was just landed in ICU, in emergency, and then in ICU. Later on, we found her that she was an IV drug abuser as well as a sex worker for high quality, high gentry class. So she was in a very bad shape, like if you have seen patients of severe COVID in 1 or 2 years back. That is way back in 1999. And she was severely dyspneic, very short of breath, restless, and she was not conscious and tossing and turning in the bed, and her pressures were not there, and she was in a state of shock at the same time, and her oxygen saturation was not good enough to sustain her for maybe 1 hour or more. So we were trying to put her on the artificial breathing machine, but no IV line was available at that time, and the best nurses were trying and phlebotomists were trying. So I said, okay, I will go for the central venous line in that severely agitated patient. And that time in our ICU, that is in the Park Hospital, I was working at that time in Lahore, and we don't have a nitrous oxide or anything else to just sedate her or calm down her. So two nurses, they tied her hand, and I put her this needle, this white bore needle in her neck in first prick, and I was very much expert in it at that time, and a very confident doctor. So I was now about to thread it or to stitch it when the sister, in an excitement, a fit of excitement, one junior sister, she took that full syringe, whole blood syringe, and she was excited that she got the sample because it was her responsibility to send the samples immediately to the lab. And luckily or unluckily, I can't say it was bad luck or good luck. I just said, okay, give me 20 silk or something, and she just leave the patient's hand, and at that time one hand she was having needle, a syringe, and I don't know what she did. So the patient just grabbed her hair.
Wow.
And in an evasive action, I don't know what she did, but I was looking on the neck and I was trying to secure that needle, and this whole needle of syringe and full of blood, it was gone into my web of this thumb. So I put her, I completed my procedure. I did whatever I know as a doctor to clean my hand and everything. At that time, I had just one shot of Hep B vaccine just a month back, and I was on my process of Hep B vaccination. And C, you don't have any vaccine up till now, and for HIV, you don't have. And very next day, I found that the lady died after 12 hours or so. She was having PCP pneumonia, a terminal pneumonia in AIDS patients, and all the labs came positive for HIV, for HBsAg, and anti-HCV. So three deadly viruses with no answer from allopathy. And I was in a state of, you can say, what I can say, I was hardly married for 3 years, 4 years, and I was having two kids, one young wife, loving wife, and she was pregnant again. So uh, I still can remember that time.
You got
That was the
severely,
time.
yeah, you got severely
After
ill?
6 months, yes, no, not severely ill, but after 6 months, I was positive for all the three viruses.
Yes. Oh,
And I lost 20 kg weight in next 1 year, 1.5 year, and I had no answer for these diseases. And every 3 months or 4 months, I was trying different therapies.
yes.
That was the time when I started. I was an intensivist doing my post graduation at that time from College of Physician Surgeons, Pakistan, and people consider me a very good doctor. My even seniors, they prefer to, they feel safe when their parents are under my care in my ICU. So that is a big privilege or a big honor for you, that if your seniors are trusting you. So that kind of doctor I was, and I tried to contact my friends all over the world, that, oh, one of my colleagues, staff, or nurse or doctor, he accidentally had this break. Do you have any answer to this or that? But nobody was having any answer. So that time I tried even homeopathy, I tried even Ayurveda or Hakim medications over here. And then this faith healing, this peeves in Pakistan, you can call them shaykh or sheikh. and different spiritual leaders, but no one has any positive effect. All the time I did these remedies, all the time the tests were positive. And that was additional financial burden for me,
Then what?
apart from the psychological. Then suddenly, one of my junior doctors, Dr. Maimuna Sultan, she is now a head of medicine in Saudi Arabia. She came in ICU. She was so junior, and we were trying to convince a father of a patient that please, you have to arrange the blood. That is common in our settings. So please, the boy was 35 years old. The man was throwing blood. He was having this chronic liver disease, C virus, in terminal state, where he was throwing blood like anything. So we transfuse him 1 or 2 packs of blood, but we still need blood. And his father, who was very poor from a poor side, and he said that I do not have funds and I do not have donors. I don't have any more family members. This boy is suffering from this disease for the last 3 years, and I am having no more resources. I am a retired railway guard from railway, and I had a minor income as a pension, and I'm running his family somehow or the other. So me and one of my junior doctors, we are trying to tell him that please arrange the donor. We are trying our best, but you also help us, and we have to give him blood because there is no alternative to blood. So he said, no, sorry. So I just said him that this way he will, the way he is bleeding, he may die. So we are running short of time. We are doing our alternative things, but please, you just do some effort, call your family members or friends or whatever. So he very aggressively he said, let him die. It was shocking the way he said, "Marne do." So the young boy, the 35 years old son, only son, he was looking at him. Salim, I can still remember his name. We were just taken aback for maybe 1 minute. There was a silence. And then that lady suddenly moved in, that the junior doctor, and she took a half glass of water from the side of that patient, his own glass. And he said, you no need to worry. You just close your eyes, take this half glass of water, close your eyes, and say with extreme love. And she was putting so much emphasis on love. She said, you just say 3 times, Allah, 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 or God, 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 or Bhagwan, 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 whatever your faith is. I was just taken aback. I was looking at her. What nonsense she's doing in ICU. I was a very strict senior, and she was just a newcomer lady. Still, she was not regular and on probation period. And I was trying that if she look at me, I should stop her somehow or the other, what she's doing. So she did not look at me, and she was so much involved in that thing. She just again repeated to him, take that water, close your eyes, and with extreme passion of love, whatever your faith is, you call your creator. If even because in our ICU, Christians are also coming, Muslims are also coming, sometimes even Hindus are coming. So she said, you just say it 3 times with extreme passion of love, Allah, 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 or whatever you call your creator, Lord, 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 or God, God, God. And sarcastically, I can remember I said to her, maybe he's an atheist. So she said, okay, he can call his own name, but he has to say it with love. And I immediately decided that this lady will not continue under me, and I have to have a meeting with her. And that time, but that man, he said to her that doctors told me I should not take anything orally. I am throwing blood, so I cannot take anything. He was nil by mouth in the ICU.
May I fast
These are our usual orders.
Yeah, may
So,
I fast
so
forward? Yeah.
yes, yes. So he took that water on her insistence that you just take 3 sips, and she took it, and he took that, and immediately he started looking at the water. That he said it tastes good, and she said just clean your heart, just forgive all, and keep on doing only 3 times a day. Just call your creator with love. And then she very easily, like casually, she said, sir, can we play Surah Rahman over here near her? I said, lady, this is not a music center. This is ICU, and you come to my office. So I still can remember that I was so much annoyed that because that was a private setup, and usually people can create many issues over
Yes,
there. That oh, they were not treating our patient, they were just doing something nonsense, or they were doing their own religious practice, or many
yes.
things.
Go.
So I asked her, but she keep on insisting on me, even in my office, that sir, you say whatever you want to say to me, but please do this experiment on this gentleman. And in the end, she compelled me. My home was very next to the hospital, and I called my younger brother that please drop my Walkman. In those days, it was a Walkman, and you can put this
I
earphones,
remember
and you are doing jogging and like this. So I said, please send
before my time.
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I'm
You're
joking.
right.
I'm joking.
So I said, please drop those, this my Walkman and one cassette in the voice. She insisted that the voice should be a Qari Basit. It should be recited in the late
Hmm.
Egyptian Qari Abdul
Yes.
Basit Abdul Samad. And it should be untranslated, no need for translation. He don't have to understand it. He just have to submit. Her insistence was he just has to submit and surrender in front of his Lord and just listen it like a blessing is, or a rain of blessing is on him. I was just, I can still remember I was just laughing, and just to teach her a lesson that she is just saying nonsense. I started that experiment with that gentleman.
Wonderful. And he
It will be
recovered.
very lengthy. Otherwise, he recovered. They left the hospital that night. They said we don't have further funds, and we have to go and let us go. And they left against medical advice from the
Wow.
ICU. But on the eighth day, he came with his father, and his father came with his Walkman to give it back to me. And he was so excited that my son is eating and he is feeling appetite, his appetite increased, which was not there for
Wow.
last 3 years, and
So,
he is now no more throwing blood.
so, so,
And
so
anyways, this was the first patient.
and
I
how did
started,
you,
yes,
may I interrupt? How did you yourself experiment on yourself, I assume?
yeah,
And that,
it took me 6 months.
oh,
I started telling all the patients in ICU that if you agree, if you want to listen, I arranged few Walkmans just
okay.
to teach her a lesson that this is just a one case, this is just a placebo effect, and I will prove that this how this can be possible. I was an ICU doctor doing intensive care in heart surgery patients and blah 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 neurosurgery patients, and this lady is suddenly telling me that if these people will listen, they will improve and they will cure. So a debate started in our department. Many other
Wonderful.
seniors, they also
Eh,
criticized.
So, 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 so tell me this. I mean, I want to pick up on something you said earlier. You said, I'm not sure it changed my life or for the better. I think, I think what you may be saying that it did change your life for the better in spite of what happened to you. Is that correct? I'm just picking up
Yeah,
feeling.
at the start, I said, unluckily or accidentally, this horrible prick happened to me. But now I
Okay.
can say it was a
Mm.
blessing in
Yeah.
disguise. It was a
This
blessing in disguise.
this is really important. So, do you think
The
that?
important is, sorry, I'm cutting you, Dada,
Yeah.
because that is 99. I became a physician or a doctor. I started my house job back in 92.
Sure.
So since first day of my house job, even 8 years before that break, from the first night of my house job, I was praying to my Lord one thing.
Understood.
I have a very, oh Lord, I have a very partial knowledge. Please, 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 if you have sent the cure of everything, please let me know. I will distribute it free of cost. This
Wonderful.
was my secret prayer. Nobody
So,
knows that.
so I think it's I think Rumi said he said who is seeking is also seeking you, and
Yeah,
and the Lord is also seeking somebody, or the spiritual world is also seeking somebody who will carry on their work for humanity. And I think, in a sense, I just to summarize that particular part of our discussion, I think you may be on reflection saying, look, it is the most wonderful thing that happened to me. And in this way, you learned how to help humanity. Is that a fair summation of what you just said?
yes, I can say it today easily
Yeah.
that he gave me this chance of
Ah,
serving humanity.
Good.
in this
And
very cheap, very easily available, very free of cost, and
I'm
without any
delighted.
side effects,
Let me help
therapy
you.
or remedy.
This is exactly what I hoped you would say. So that's very good. But can we now turn a little bit to the science of sound? I mean, for me, at a basic level, a sound can change your mood. If you listen to Bach or Beethoven, or if you listen to a Cavalli, you can go a little bit crazy in the head, be a bit ecstatic
Into a particular trance.
in a
Yes.
trance. So sound has a very great impact upon us.
Yes.
Even throughout history, of course, we've had different tribes. For example, the Aborigines used the didgeridoo, which is a vibrating instrument. The Buddhists used chimes and gongs, and
Yeah.
so
Yes.
sound has
For
always,
centuries, humans are
for
doing this.
thousands of
Yes,
years,
already.
sound
Yes.
has a but
Enchanting different things.
exactly. So tell us from your perspective, how does science, because yes, it's a wonderful story you tell, that's great, but some cynics, if you like, or people who are
Yes.
curious would like to know, "Bhai, kaise hota hai? How does it happen?"
How does this happen?
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, science already accepted this. And recently, I think in 2018, if you go to the web with the sound healing, just write the sound healing, I think. NIH in America, they have started a big research on it, and many neuro physicians, they have hired all the doctors or PhDs on this, and they are already working on different music therapies. And Beethoven's Eighth Symphony, they did the cancer cells died in vitro at least. And in Harvard, they applied this sound therapy or particular music on the children. A pediatric doctor already doing this research over there. But basically, Sayyid Makhdoom Safdar Ali Bukhari, the person who was spiritual mentor of this lady,
Okay.
he was already doing is maybe from the late 80s in the Hira Mandi, the famous red light area or
Yes,
sex
indeed.
slavery area of
I
Lahore.
haven't been there. I have not
Yes,
been
I
there.
can trust you. I can trust you. So I went over there to buy
Okay,
some
okay,
shoes,
okay.
kusa.
Don't say it
So
on air.
yeah.
Carry on.
So he was sitting there. He's descendant of the prophet, but he left everything and he was sitting over there and he was doing this sound therapy through music and damal, the
Yes,
spiritual darwish
yes, yes.
dance, you can say, or
Sufi,
whirling
Sufi,
dance of Rumi as well, Sufi
Sufi,
dance.
whirling Sufi. Yeah.
So yes, Verling Sufi. He was doing this therapy in that red light area, and he changed the lives of many over there. And more than 300 girls left that sex slave, and
Wonderful.
they are now living the normal lives. So, and the people from this, you can say, the elite class or the pious people, they happily married those girls
Hmm.
and they are living there.
So,
So how he changed their thought process,
but,
I
but,
am too
but,
little to comment
yeah.
on it.
Hmm.
He was the pioneer of this therapy of Surah
Hmm.
Rahman even.
Wonderful,
When
wonderful.
he, yeah, and
But,
he's the mentor, and I met
hmm.
him, and he advised me then to you listen it yourself. This is answer to your prayer, last 10 years prayer. He suddenly said to me, only God knows my this prayer. So this is a little bit Sufi or mystic that he suddenly said to me, this is answer of your prayer you are seeking for last 10 years.
There you
And it
go.
was exactly 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was asking Allah, tell me the cure of every disease, I will spread it freely.
Yeah.
So,
What you are seeking is also seeking here, my
yes,
friend.
it is
Um,
also seeking
but
here.
but but just a little bit on the scientific side, the vibration, a particular level of a particular frequency, can impact upon us at a cellular level. I think that's really what is happening, isn't it? Yeah,
It can
yeah,
break the stone even,
yeah,
lithotripsy. You're
yeah,
using
yeah,
the
yeah,
ultrasound to take a picture.
yeah.
So you are doing echoes for heart, for different movements and different
Mm,
Dopplers. So you
mm,
are using already sound for different measures, different things as the imagery for diagnostics and even as therapeutic for the renal stones. It is dynamite is a sound. You are breaking a big mountain.
yeah.
So sound is there. but how it is healing and in which frequency or how much dose it is needed and what it is doing at the cellular level.
Correct.
This is now science job. It is the scientific job to do the research. It is already proven. It is there is lots of data. I put all the patients on the internet with their consent.
Yeah.
They are narrating their own stories, and from different faiths, even from different faiths, Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims. So it is free for all, and we are getting the results of in every kind of disease, right from cancer to HIV to B virus or C virus. So I am not saying to stop the allopathy. I did not stop allopathy. I am practicing my intensive care medicine and medicine, but I am, in addition to that, where I do not have answer in allopathy, I highly recommend this therapy to anyone if they are ready to do it.
And so just going to Surah Rahman now, obviously, I mean, therapy, I agree with you, is used for mental patients, it's used in mental hospitals, it's used in even I remember I was going for an operation and I think the surgeon was playing Bach or Vivaldi in the background just to get the patient to relax and be receptive. But let's move into Surah Rahman. And you're quite particular that it should be Qari Basit, Abdul Basit. Now, I know there's a reason, but can you explain to us what, before even going there, explain or make those people who not so aware of Surah Rahman, just tell us what Surah Rahman is, because people attending this webinar are from all parts of the world. So just a little bit of introduction.
It is a verse from Quran. It is 55th chapter of Quran. And as far as a Muslim, I have a strong faith that this is a divine revelation. But the patients who are not Muslims, no need to change their faith or anything. They can just listen it like a one-day baby can listen. So just listen it with submission and with love only. And in this surah, the name of it is self-explanatory. It shares the most beneficent, the most merciful, you can say. The Creator has abundant love for us, even more than our moms. He loves us. So Rahman is that particular love, which is even for the sinful. Even he was trying to save the Pharaoh, who was doing male genocide for years and years of Moses' clan. But he was still insisting to, even in Quran, he was insisting to Moses that be gentle and loving and be polite to Pharaoh. Maybe you can save him. So still he wants to save the Pharaoh. Although he was doing it for 50 years or maybe more than 50 years, but Moses must have been 40 or 50 at that time.
That's what mercy is.
So that is mercy. So similarly, that Prophet Muhammad I can find in his stories, even non-Muslims wrote that this is true. As per history is there, he went to the Taif for their goodwill in his own gesture. He was offering them a good thing, and they are stoning him. And even the angel came and he said to, okay, let me answer them. And he said, no. So this is mercy.
So why Qari Basit? Why not you? Why not me?
Yeah. We can. Well, we all can. No. Yes, we tried it in different voices.
Yes.
But that Sufi saint, he said to us that everyone is having his own love, and I don't know why the divine is giving more results in this particular combination of this verse of Quran, because many Muslims even objected to me, why only Surah Rahman? Why not some small surah or large surah? Or why not Surah Baqarah? Or why not Surah XYZ? There are 114 chapters.
Yeah.
So he said, when you are in a problem or you did something wrong and you are in a trouble yourself, so you will call the mercy. You will not ask the Jabbar or Kahar, you will call the mercy.
Yeah.
So that is a good answer.
Okay.
As far as Qari Basit's voice is concerned, I think every person is having his own pitch. So science will found that his decibels maybe are more, his voice or that particular recitation is having more gamma rays. At the end of the day, science will found the gamma rays. He told me at that time that it will be gamma rays which are healing at that particular voice. We are already using gamma knife and gamma knife for brain tumors or everything to cure them or to heal them or excise them with the through the waves. So he said these are the gamma rays at a particular pitch. And similarly, as Muslims, we know that there are four muazzins of Prophet, but we all know only one name, and that is Bilal. So why we remember only Bilal's name? Why not other three? We hardly remember. We have to sift through the books, and
Yeah.
then we'll say, oh, there are four people. So it was particular ishq, I can say his ishq or his extreme love in reciprocation.
Yeah.
But he was seeking, and he was seeking him. So that's why this combination is there.
both the vibration of the sound, the
Up the
vibration
sound,
of the frequency, and actually I would say
frequency,
in Bassit's case, his intent and his intensity of
his intensity
recitation.
and intent. Yes.
So I mean, having listened to it myself in meditation, I can feel the depth. Now, I was going to also. So I agree with you. I think it is even at a basic level is so pleasant and so moving, let alone at a spiritual or cellular level. It is
Yes.
enchanting. How about that? Now, what I wanted to ask you is this: does somebody who's listening to it have to be receptive, believing, open, or it can be a passive induction to the sound, and that itself causes the healing.
I think at least it should not be forced on anyone else. He should happily accept it as a remedy, whatever faith he or she is, even if he is an atheist. So if he is taking it not as religion, but taking it as a remedy, like many medicines, even if I am a patient of cancer and I am a physician myself, I still do not know many of the new remedies from oncology. And if, God forbid, I am suffering from cancer today, I am going to some cancer specialist. Whatever he is advising me, I, as a physician, okay, I am ready. I may go to Google or may study all the new latest immunotherapy or whatever. But at the end of the day, I have to submit to that oncologist. I should follow his advice if I am seeking his help. So similarly, and this is the scientific honesty. So if I am seeking help from a physician or a healer, so I think I should accept his remedy or whatever he is offering wholeheartedly and apply it in that way. Whatever he or she is prescribing, the dose or the days or the milligrams, I should follow it. After 7 days, I can say no, this was useless for me, or no, it was helpful to me, or whatever. It is self-experiment.
Yep, it is so important.
Because I hate stats. I hate stats. Sorry to say. They are just like bikinis. They are just like bikinis. What they are revealing is not important as much as what they are concealing. So similarly, if someone says only 1% result is there, that 1% person who got healed, he will say, no, this is 100% results. And anyone who did not get cured, he will say this is 0% results.
Okay, so let me ask.
It is self-experiment.
Yeah, let me ask you this question, which I think is, for me, the most important question. What is healing? And what do you consider to be healing? Do you consider it to be a miracle cure, or is something else which is beyond our understanding? So I want you to, of course, your own experience is to cure the patient, but you must have an opinion, a thought process behind it as to what is healing. What is it that you're looking for?
It is your inner peace, a peaceful state of mind and body, and you became, I would say, quiet and calm human being with empathy for others as well. And in this healing method, after 7 days, I forgot to mention the method, whole method. I will narrate it. But after seventh day, the next step is the patient, he should start telling the same method to others. He can be a healer right from 8th day. He was a patient when he started, and he is a doctor when he finished. And once he started this unconditionally, I call this therapy unconditional love. If he started spreading this unconditional love to the other ailing humanity,
Understand.
because I found it effective not only in the medical sicknesses, even in the spiritual sicknesses, even in the people consider themselves that I am suffering from some kind of black magic or like this. I found it very much effective in all these things, even in financial matters.
But let me add something to what you're saying, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
At our healing sanctuary where I teach meditation, sometimes it is not a question of healing in the sense we understand it to be, which is a miracle cure, but in the sense that if a person is dying, for example, then they pass peacefully. That too is
peacefully.
Healing.
That is healing.
So it's important, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that healing takes place in a way which is even beyond your understanding. Because the patient often looks for immediate results, but often that is not what they may want that, but that's not.
Sometimes they are not there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think being open to healing, as you kindly said, can come in many ways.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
definitely, I agree.
Very good. So now you talked about the sound of healing that is, but there are destructive sounds as well in our environment in which we live. There really is terrible pollution of noise.
Yes.
Have you any thoughts on how to minimize that, how to keep away from that, or protect ourselves from negative things?
Yes. Whenever I recommend this therapy to someone, I ask them, close your eyes and clean your heart. Please forgive all of your adversaries right from your childhood, whether you know them or you are unaware of them, whosoever they are. And how to forgive them? Pray for them. Pray mercy for them from your Lord. That, oh Lord, I forgive all the creatures, your creatures, whoever hurt me. I forgive them for your sake, and at the same time, I seek mercy for them from you, from the whole my heart. Wholeheartedly, I am seeking mercy for them. So, if this small piece of gesture, when that person or that patient, if he's agreed with me and he's started doing this therapy, deep inside, he is in conversation with his
inner self.
True inner self, you can say, or his true source of energy, his creator. He is always there inside. So he is talking to himself even. So this piece of gesture of forgiving will give him immediately peace.
I think what
next step is, at the same time, I tell them, at the same time, say to your Lord that, Lord, if I have ever knowingly or unknowingly hurt anyone, and he or she is not forgiving, please give my good deeds to that man or person and put some mercy in his heart for me.
I think
let him forgive me.
What you're saying
and spread my all other good deeds to the whole humanity who is suffering anywhere. Now all I left is with a sinful person. I gave all the good deeds, and now I am left with my all other sins. So, oh Lord, you already know, like a small kid, he comes, run up to her mom, Mom, I wet my pants. And mom will always clean her. So that real creator, the real mom, how the moment you connect to him, he will immediately heal you. This is what I found many times.
Of course. I think if you receive a gift, and if you receive the gift, say, of Surah Rahman, if you receive a gift, you have to share it. You cannot keep it for yourself. And I think that's what you're saying.
Yes.
You're also saying, perhaps, that the vibrations of good thought and prayer are vibrations. They're vibrations of healing. Well, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
So great. This is fantastic. Is there anything else that you like to say? Would you like to like us to listen to a bit of Surah Rahman? Is that part of our itinerary? Would you like to do that?
Yes. You want me to practically demonstrate it in 2-3 minutes?
You can, but I think we may have the facility to listen to Surah Rahman.
Yeah, I have my phone, and it is very much there inside my phone.
I think our team behind the scene is geared up to do this.
They can play?
Yeah, I think.
If they can play it in the voice of Kari Basit,
yes,
with closed eyes.
Okay.
I will request all the listeners that please just, if they can have a half glass of water with them, or a bottle of water with them, maybe only 3 sips of water with them, it will be better. But if they are in such place that they don't have water at this moment, no problem, they can do it later on, but they can listen it. So even the patients in coma, they can listen it. But right now we have to close our eyes and just feel inside your heart or in your thoughts, just submit yourself towards your creator.
So we'll do that.
Clean your heart. Yes.
Very good. And I would suggest, just as a meditation, man, just to
this is a meditation.
Awareness to your breath. Just be connected to your breath, and we'll play it for 2 minutes. I think that just to give people an idea.
Yes. Hardly 2-3 minutes. You can play till the first Fabi ila Rabbika Matika Ziban, or it takes only 4.15 minutes till Rabbul Mashriqain Maghribain Maghribain. It will do the 3 times, I believe. So just close your eyes and just listen it, just feel it.
الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار
I think, Dr. Javed,
Yeah,
that is beautiful,
yes,
but the
this is
sound is not as
beautiful.
good as
The
us.
sound quality was not good,
Yeah,
and
but
you can download it for free. There is a
yeah,
free app, The Ultimate Remedy.
yeah,
You can freely download it from App Store or from alrahman.com,
yeah, and lots of.
www.alrahman.com. You can
I
freely
mean, there have
download
been
it.
millions of hits on on this
Yeah,
Surah Rahman.
on this
Now,
already.
just to wind up a little bit, we have a few questions if you have
Yes,
a
I'm
moment to
ready
answer.
to
Not
answer
too
any
many because
questions.
I know that we're running out of time. So I'm just going to read the questions. Um, the first question is, what is the purpose of life in a broader context of humanity? Are religion and science correlated? So let's just look at the last. Is
Yes,
religion and science correlated? Big question, but
yes, yes. Science is a part of religion, of every religion. Every religion is totally science. Every religion is near to the nature, and nature is all science. So, the purpose of life, the humans, as far as the humanity is concerned, is humanity. And humanity is be humans. I will be very much thankful to all my fellow beings for being humans. We
you know,
should all
yeah.
we
Let
should
me
all
interrupt you.
practice
Yeah.
humanity. Yes.
When I was interviewing Satarivi, the great
Uh-huh.
Satarivi, he
Yeah.
kept repeating. He said, "I'm a human being, and I want others to be human beings."
You being
he,
human
he
beings.
kept he
Yes.
kept repeating it.
Repeating it.
Okay,
So,
very good. Second question, if you don't mind. It says that we link, if we were to link to a certain frequency of divine energy, our body can heal itself.
yes. And that's why this method is just for linking. You just have to submit to the divine, be zero, just surrender to him. And with you just seek this unconditional love, it is very much well within ourselves. Our own negative energies, our own negative thoughts are standing in front of our healing. And healing, to achieve this state of healing, minimum state of healing, is to become harmless to other
Mm.
fellow beings. And if you are beneficial to others, this is next level of humanity. So we are all here, we are all interconnected, and we all are here to serve each other, right from sun to the earth and the moon and the stars and the
Mm.
humans and the
Which
plants.
which is what
We all
Surah
are
Rahman says.
interconnected,
Yeah.
and this is what it
Mhm.
says.
I have lots of nice comments for you. There's somebody called actually a cousin of mine, Sikandar Dada. He was saying, I have first-hand experience of healing effect, listening to Surah Rahman, who was in a coma, his uncle,
Ah,
and he responded positively when I put on the surah. So, and I'm getting quite a few of these positive responses, which, in a sense, are sharing your own experiences. Now, what is this? Please explain in this how Surah Rahman therapy changes the thought process of human being. Okay, I think you might have covered this. somebody's saying, I always listen to Surah Rahman before falling asleep. So I think they're amazing people corroborating your thoughts. And I think it's probably time to thank you for being a very good guest.
Give me just 2 minutes.
Please go ahead.
Let me explain the method.
Okay.
All the people, the adults, not the kids below 12 years. It is not the kids who are sick, it's the parents who are sick. So even if the kid is sick, the parents should listen. Both the parents should listen.
Okay.
And all they have to do, and all the humans, all the adults have to do is, whosoever wants this healing, even whatever the disease is or whatever their problem is, they have to listen it 3 times a day. Whatever time they found convenient to them, it hardly takes 20 minutes of listening. But if they cannot listen it full 20 minutes, whatever time they can give it, maybe for 2 minutes, but have cup of water with them. And if they are in coma, no need for water. The drips are already going on. Just play it nearby them. So 3 times a day for 7 consecutive days. This is the dose. 8th day, don't listen. But if you are still having some symptoms still over there, you may go once more again for 7 days, again 3 times a day for 7 days. That is more than enough. And it has to be in the voice of late Egyptian Qari Abdul Basit Abdul Samad, the beautiful recitation of Surah Rahman, it is 55th chapter of Quran. But whatever your faith is, you can listen it as a remedy. And this small meditation of then taking half cup of water with you, close your eyes, and with extreme love, say 3 times, Allah, 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 or Dada, Dada, Dada. Even if you don't believe in any creator, at least you believe in yourself. So, but say it with love. The key is love, the unconditional love. Say it with extreme love, and then take that half cup of water in 3 steps, and then open your eyes. It hardly gives you 1 minute, maybe, this meditation.
And wonderful that we have such amazing.
And then start telling others, spreading this, then start spreading this love to others unconditionally. Don't take even thank you for it. Do not expect anything from humans. Just do it for the sake of Lord, and He will pay back you.
Wonderful. Thank you, really. It's been an enlightening, it's been an inspirational talk. I wish you and your patients that come to you. So it leaves me to thank you. I would like to also thank our team behind the scenes who've been working really hard to put this together, which is Ahmed and Mr, yes, and and Zara Khalid. And last but not the least, my great friend Asif Rangoonwala, who twisted my arm to be here and organized it. No, it was my pleasure. I'm only joking. So thank you, Dr. Javed.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks
a lot.
And
I am open for any questions, any queries, or Amna is enough. Amna Jadoi is enough over there, sitting there in UK, and many other people are spreading this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Best wishes. Bye-bye.